Hi, this is Miff Morris from N.H.C Music, and we're here today in the N.H.C shop with Joe Bone, leading frontman of Joe Bone and Dark Vibes, and guitarist Daniel. Hi guys.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Good today, yeah.
Needing a coffee.
Yeah, needing coffee. Can you tell us a little about how Joe Bone and the Dark Vibes formed? I know there's quite a lot of you. I've only got 2 of you here today. But
Well, I wasn't there for that, so you'll have to do that one.
Well, I decided to get a band together when I got some good feedback for demos that I'd made and some plays on BBC Radio, and Tom Robertson contacted me and says that I should get a band together.
That's awesome.
And gig the music, and so I decided on the format of the band that I wanted certain kind of players in the band. I would like a saxophone player and a keyboard player, and I got all these people together, and they're all good chaps and girls.
There's about 6 of them, isn't there?
There's seven altogether, yeah. We had
because I was counting you guys as 12 at one point, and you were like, have we grown legs or something?
Yeah,
it's really funny.
We added a female backing singer, Maria, and that's made up the 7, you know. I've actually been contacted quite recently by another girl violinist who was interested, but we had a violinist when we were rehearsing at first, but she went away, and but I was contacted recently by another one. You know, I've not told the rest of the guys yet, but I don't know about
well,
them.
an exclusive, guys, an exclusive.
I might not. I don't think it will happen. I think what we've got now, I'm happy with, you know.
Brilliant, yeah, because it's like a really experimental kind of vibe you have, you know, and I think I seen you guys play in the Vale for your launch, and it was amazing, and like the impact that I found was that it was really contrasting in the way that you have like really like slick sax and keys and guitar, you know, and it's very like sophisticated nearly sounding, and then the way that you project, the manner you project it across, and the political like gear that you drive lyrically, you know, is creating a big impact, I think. Like, did that sort of come about organically, or did you guys kind of talk about how it was going to be, or did it just...
I think that came through mostly from practicing a lot.
Yeah,
it kind of come organically then, no?
Yeah, it was what I asked the guys to... I mean, I didn't give the guys any, the folk in the band, any hard remit for the songs. I says,
by which he means he tells us to figure it out and then hopes the best.
Yeah, but I usually give them a demo that I made up, and I say, this is a song. Do you think that we can do this live? And then we go on and we practice it. And sometimes it comes out a lot better than what we imagined. Like, Britain ain't great anymore.
I love that.
It sounded as if that would have been a nightmare, but that was one of the ones that came together very quickly, Daniel.
Quite ended up on the EP, so it was one of our favourite ones as well.
Yeah, because I think initially, primarily, that was very electronic sounding, and then you transformed it into live instrumentation, and it worked really, really well.
I was kind of scared the first time I played that one because I had no idea what I was meant to be doing. I was listening to this demo track, hearing nothing I could join in with, you know, no sort of instruments sitting in the range I would be able to play, and so it took a wee while to figure out what to do, but as I said, it came out alright.
That's it. So I think a lot of magic is created in that way within the band, when things are sprung to life in that organic way, you know?
Yeah, the good thing about it is let everybody do their own thing, you know what I mean, because basically I'm not a musician.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I can write decent songs, but there's no way I'm a musician, and I say that my ideal is the fact is that if you're a musician, you would want to bring something to the piece yourself, and you would be happy to be playing in a band that you felt more party, rather than being told this is the way you play it, this is the way you play it. It then becomes part of your song. So they're part of the band. It's when the songs get released, it's written by Joe Bone and Dark Vibes.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I really like that format that way. It's less regimented and more liberal in creativity. Yeah.
Just makes for a few dodgy practices the first few times through.
Like I write reviews for bands, and a lot of the time when I write reviews, I'm really highly conscious about putting bands in categories, you know, and boxing people into certain categories. And I just was wondering how you feel about that when people write reviews, or they try to say, oh, they sound like this person or this person. I mean, how do you have, or does it not even matter to you guys?
I don't think it would matter to this band, because we play lots of different stuff. You know, we've got a ska song that we do, Glasgow Boys,
which only turned into a ska song when we were messing about in the studio as well.
Yeah, and we do all sorts. We do a ballad, you know what I mean, which a lot of rock bands will know how hard it is to do a ballad at a gig. And get people and hold people's attention.
Yeah,
but,
that is very hard.
And I hadn't done a ballad like that before, a slow ballad. But Mercury is Just a Planet is a slow ballad. You know, it's a powerful song, but it works well within your set list. And I would give somebody a medal if they could put us in a genre box to tell me goes on. What do you think, Dan?
The only thing that I don't like about it is trying to explain to people what we sound like when they ask.
Yeah, yeah. What do they sound like? Well, we sound like.
Well, we got a saxophone. We got.
And it's kind of experimental, no?
Yeah, it is kind of, because we're actually we're the stuff that will be coming in the future will be actually more experimental, I think, than this is just the start of it, I think, you know.
Yeah, I feel really excited about that, to see what ways you take in the future.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of different avenues. I don't think any of the band will be happy just to go along and play sing-along music. We'll be we aim to be producing different kind of music will hold people's interest. So when you come to one of our gigs, I don't think you'll be hearing one song after the other. It sounds virtually the same. It'll be a different kettle of fish altogether.
Yeah. And how would you guys feel about in the future maybe taking a tour or something? Would you ever consider touring?
I suppose if it fitted in, wouldn't it?
If it fitted in, yeah. A lot of us have got jobs in it, you know what I mean? I think I've only ever been offered a tour once, and it was a long time ago. But I don't know, you know what I mean. I would definitely take time out to do it, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But we have to establish ourselves first, you know, in the local scene, you know, and maybe get our name out as being a wee bit different, and just. We're not in competition with any bands or anything like that. The point is we're going out doing our own stuff, and we believe it to be good stuff, you know. So, but we don't intentionally think that we're better than any other band. Yeah. But I would say we're different.
You're very individualist.
Yeah.
And like everybody in Glasgow and beyond knows you as being like very theatrical on stage, and like you are phenomenal. Like so many people take photographs of you and all that on stage. It's really, really.
It's actually quite weird that. You know.
But like what inspiration kind of? Well, I suppose tell me how you got into theatrics first, no?
I used to do a bit of acting.
Oh,
you know, yeah. I went to actually drama college, so I did for a while, you know. And when I started writing the songs, the thing that lets me remember the lyrics is the fact that every song is a small story that I've wrote to music. So what I tend to do is when I'm singing it, I'm acting out the story that I've actually wrote, you know, and something that's quite manic, you know what I mean, and believe it or not, a lot of it is true to your life, you know, but hid under a tarpaulin of different sounds, and some words thrown in that wouldn't have actually happened, but it's all basically, a lot of it is true to life, you know.
We often find when we're rehearsing, we'll take a break and Joe will start telling us some of the stories behind all the different songs, you know, kind of where they've come from.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
I like to do that because when we have a break, I say to him, do you know what this song's about? This song is actually about blah blah blah. And then
that's it. Like Bible Joe, for example, is about a murderer. No, that was in Glasgow in the 60s.
Bible John, yeah.
Bible Joe.
Oh, I was not that man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I got this other song as well. I got mixed up. Something.
Bible John, yeah. It was a bit, I just.
A murderer, no.
It was a bit a famous, infamous murderer in Glasgow, Bible John. But yeah.
I always kind of see like there's Alex Harvey there behind you in that picture. I kind of feel like he's a strong inspiration for you as well in your style.
A lot of people say that to me, but I basically I think I mean, I like Alex Harvey, but basically I'm Glaswegian and I sing in a Glaswegian accent.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hide it. You know, and that's what Alex Harvey done. And basically, Alex was very theatrical, and I'm theatrical as well. And there are not a lot of frontmen that actually do that. You know what I mean? They actually just sing the song, whereas Alex played out the parts as well. And I tend to do that, but it's I suppose it could be a kind of influence, but I don't really think about it that hard, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think my influences come from elsewhere rather than Alex Harvey, but because I've got that Glasgow term of speech and how I put across a certain subject, I would agree it would be similar, but it's
quite much you. Yeah.
It's me. I'm afraid. Yeah.
Basically, what do you want people to sit up and listen to? Do you know what I mean? You know, you made a song about oil in the Middle East, you know, what was it called again?
Testament.
Testament, yeah, it's really powerful. Like what kind of message are you sending out to people? What would you like to get across?
The thing about the thing about the song like Testament, I mean that was an old song, you know, and I don't believe in writing a song and saying to people like, oh, oil in the Middle East is terrible, oil in the Middle East is terrible type of song, you know. I like to say, this song's called Testament. When you listen to the lyrics, this is actually about oil in the Middle East. So it's very dark and it's very, a lot of biblical references put into it, you know, because it is the Middle East, etc., you know what I mean. And I tend to try to make the lyrics more complex than just a sing along, this is oil in the Middle East. So people listen to it and then I think they get more out of it that way.
That's it, like you said before, it's more a story you're putting across. You're not dictating a way that should be listened to, like this is my point of view and this I'm sending it directly at you. It's just,
it's more
intricate,
a story,
intelligent story,
put across by David Lynch maybe, rather than put across by maybe ABBA. You know, it's kind of dark and there's a lot of, it's kind of cryptic. A lot of it's cryptic, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose with Testament, you don't directly say it's about oil until the last verse, do you?
Yeah, I tend to like, there's a lot of like 15 monkeys in a barrel, you know what I mean? The barrel relates to the oil and stuff like that. Yeah. And there's a lot of cryptic stuff there, you know. But
it's good though, because it makes people really listen to your music and really appreciate the lyrical content.
Well, I hope so. I think the lyrics are a very important part of a song, you know, because it's the only part of the song that people sing along with, is the lyrics. You know, it's important, and it's I'm actually quite proud that a lot of people like the lyrics in the song, and but the band itself, it's their music that brings the lyrics to life. It's their music that brings it, like Daniel and
the rest of us.
And Neil on sax, and I'm going to name them all. Neil on sax, and Marius on drums, and Darren on keyboards, Stephen on bass, Maria on backing vocals, Daniel on guitar, and of course there's little old me.
That's it.
You know, and as a team we have great fun at rehearsals. I mean, it's so enjoyable. You know that it just flies in. It absolutely flies in. You know, it's
perfect. And you've got a really strong connection, a good band together. It's brilliant.
Yeah. We spent a while in a rehearsal studio because I'm old enough to know that you don't go out there unless you're ready, you know, and I knew we were ready. We could have done it, you know, and I was proven right in the night because the guys pulled it off.
It was fantastic. Really enjoyed that.
I think it was a really good.
You got to catch these guys live. They are awesome, really. And keep up to date with N.H.C. We'll keep you in touch with all their gigs in the future months. Basically, it was just an absolute honour to have you here today.
It's great to be here. It's great to
Thank you. You gave us a good insight into your band.
Thanks very much, Miff.
It's a pleasure.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Anytime. See ya.
Yeah.